Hello and welcome to week 2 of my writing residency here in Ireland. If you don't know me, I'm Caitlin, I'm a writer and I'm documenting my entire process to becoming a published author. I'm currently working on draft 2 of my first novel. If you like My Lady Jane or Renegade Nell, you might like my novel Sir Callan Gray's Final Lament. It's a soft fantasy that follows a disgraced medieval knight and a time-traveling journalist as she tries to uncover the truth behind his exiling. This week I am determined to check out a little bit more of what the town has to offer, so I'm challenging myself to get out of the house every day and write somewhere new. Yeah, so spoiler alert, that didn't end up happening. And then she got so upset with herself about how the week was progressing that she tried to salvage it by going on a day trip to one of her favorite places and then only had a slight breakdown in a major city in front of a crowd of people when everything went wrong that day. But we'll get to all that. And also she's dramatic and it's totally fine. And turns out she had enough footage for an entire video after all. Who knew? Okay, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Welcome to day 1.
Hey, how's your day? I don't know if I'm interrupting what you say. I've got to know if I've been MIA. I can make it up to you right now. What you say, you should know. I see more life when I'm with you. Time after time. Stops for a moment, but only for a moment, so I can take this time to enjoy my view. Yeah. I see more life when I'm with you. Don't be frowning, baby. You know I love you time and time again. Yeah. I've been trying lately, but I'm not perfect. I've been searching, then you came into my life. So I'm done making my mind up now, cause you've been spinning my head around. I only want you.
Well, this is a little bit embarrassing. It's currently the next day, and when I got back, I kept writing, and then I mostly edited the week 1 video. And the weather today is favorable for me. However, it is not good to walk in, so I don't think we will be going anywhere today. I've been trying to wait it out, but it is currently 2 p.m. and still the rain has not let up, so looks like we're just writing in bed today.
The secrets we tell each other, they come out one at a time as they fall on deaf ears at quiet times alone, while we rehearse them in the mirror, waiting for the time to be ready. When we know the strength inside will match the strength we show, but it's hard to face the face who's always staring back. There's nothing to be ashamed of. We're just being what we're made of, and it comes out in the quiet, between the times we speak, between the times we think we know we're right, between the times we constantly checking if what we're about to say is really what it's worth. Is it our 2 cents or is it nonsense? All these things that we've unearthed, but they've come from inside us, and we can no longer hide this. It's bursting at our seams, cause our dreams, they confide.
Hello. The second week of my writing residency has honestly flown by. I would like to report that I've made a ton of progress on my project, but that would be a lie. I've sort of hit a mental wall on my project, so I thought today we could put away the laptop, put down the perfectionist tendencies, and spend a day in one of my favorite places, Kinsale. But the bus leaves very soon, so we gotta go. Hello, it's me from a very distant future, and I'm laughing because I have since experienced other bus mishaps that I think are way funnier than this, and I cannot wait to share those with you in next week's video. But let me tell you about this mishap in the meantime. Buses and I do not get along, and if you watched week 1, you know that I missed my first bus and then almost missed it a second time, and if it weren't for the driver switching out, I definitely would have missed it. I would like to believe that I'm a little bit more knowledgeable about buses now, but for some reason, we still don't get along, and that day was no different. Like I said earlier, I was trying to make up for a mentally tough week by treating myself and going to one of my favorite places, and I had it all planned out. I looked at the bus timetables, I was feeling prepared, I got up super early and left super early, and then I got on my first bus, as you guys saw, and then I got off of my first bus, and I only had about 10 minutes to catch my second bus, and I was trying to figure out where exactly I was. And for context, there was like 4 different stops on both sides of the road, and not all of them are very clearly labeled. So I get off and I'm walking around and I'm trying to find what stop I'm at. And needless to say, I'm a little bit worried about missing my bus. So I kind of just stand there and I watch every single bus go by, even the tour buses. At this point, I'm like, I don't want to miss it. So if I see it and it's on the other side of the road, I'll just run across and catch it. And then I'm standing there for about 10 minutes. And when I look back at my Apple Maps, it says that my bus has departed. But how can that be? Because I looked at every single bus number and none of them were my bus. But I tell myself that it's okay, and there's another bus in like 45 minutes, so I'll just wait for that one and hop on. And while I'm waiting, I see this little flyer on the wall, and this little flyer tells me that the bus that I need is not a bus Erin bus. It's a different type of bus. And then I think back to a blue and white bus that I saw that I thought was one of those tour buses, but it was in fact the bus that I needed. Except TFI Go did not tell me that it wasn't a bus Erin bus that I was supposed to be looking for. And when I checked the fare online, it was €17 as opposed to the €5 that I would end up paying later. So now I'm really upset because I've spent an hour in the city at a bus stop doing nothing. And I know it's not really that big of a deal, but I'm also pet sitting, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't gone for super long. So I'm standing there after a mentally exhausting week, feeling stupid, feeling disappointed, feeling like I've wasted so much time doing nothing and will probably just have to go back to the house at this point, when I decide to walk across the street and get a medium chai latte from Soma. And I'm sitting there holding back tears, watching the aggressive pigeons at my feet, and I'm thinking to myself, if my mom were awake right now, she would tell me to just try again. And so I ended up looking at the bus timetables again, figuring out a new route, and then eventually I got on the right bus and I got to where I was going. Honestly, this is probably my favorite part of the video because I didn't realize it until I was editing, but this clip here was me trying to show you a really cute Kinsale t-shirt and sweatshirt that I found, only for it to be me that I was recording the whole time. So, but don't worry because I will show it in 3, 2, 1. Honestly, I wish I could bring you into this clip so that you could smell what I was smelling. If you've never had the pleasure of stepping into a wool and goods shop, I'm actually kind of jealous because everything is just so beautifully knit, but it really does just stink of wet sheep and dye and the little honey ginger soaps that they put at the front to try and mask the smell. Thank you so much for tuning into week 2. I'm really glad you're here. Even if this week was a little all over the place, I can confirm that I make up for it in week 3. As always, you can find more ways to support me in the description below, and I hope you consider liking and subscribing. I will see you all very, very soon. Happy writing.